As the sun came up in Japan Saturday, a clearer picture emerged of just how much damage was done by the magnitude 8.9 earthquake and tsunami that pounded the country less than a day earlier. Partially submerged buildings were surrounded by water and debris. Fires were still burning, and trapped residents were waiting to be rescued. The earthquake struck off Japan's northeastern shore, and it was the biggest ever recorded in the island nation. It ranked as the world's fifth largest earthquake since 1900. The death toll was in the hundreds, with hundreds more missing and more than 1,000 people injured. Police said 200 to 300 bodies were found along the coast in Sendai, the biggest city in the area. But authorities said they weren't able to reach the area because of damage to the roads. Japan declared its first ever states of emergency for 5 nuclear reactors at 2 different power plants after the units lost cooling ability in the aftermath of the earthquake. And thousands of people living near the power plants were ordered to evacuate. In Tokyo, most trains started running again Saturday after Friday's quake swayed buildings and crippled the area's rail network. Tens of thousands of people were stranded, and dozens of shelters were set up on university campuses and in government offices.
This is a potentially catastrophic disaster.
In Washington, President Obama pledged U.S. assistance. He said a U.S. aircraft carrier is already in Japan, and other U.S. ships are heading for the country. The U.S. Geological Survey says the earthquake struck at a depth of 6 miles, about 80 miles off Japan's east coast, and approximately 240 miles northeast of Tokyo. The country's worst previous earthquake, a magnitude 8.3 earthquake, occurred in 1923 and killed more than 140,000 people. Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.